Hello everybody, my name is Baxter and welcome to Retro Reviews, the show where I review movies and possibly some TV shows from the past and give them to you from a modern day point of view. As I'm 18 years of age and most of these movies came out before I was even born. Today I will be reviewing Patch Adams, the movie with Robin Williams in, the late great Robin Williams. It's also got Philip Seymour Hoffman in. There's a lot of star power in this one, and it's about the true life story of Hunter Adams, aka Patch Adams, who basically was just so different. He changed the world of doctoring wherever. He is one of the people that implemented a lot of stuff to do with hospitals being free and being based off insurance and stuff like that. And it's a brilliant movie. I don't obviously know the story of Patch Adams through and through, so I'm not sure how accurate it is in comparison, but it is based off a true story, and from what I've read, the actual Patch Adams was on set with them during all of this, helping it come to life and almost helping Robin Williams portray Patch Adams the way Patch Adams was in real life. And as you can see, Patch Adams is an absolute nutcase. Just look at a few pictures of him and he looks nuts and he's brilliant. And in the movie he's portrayed as brilliant. No, it's an emotional rollercoaster, this movie. It really is. But it very much is accurate to what his life was in real life. He had a rollercoaster life, and he started to find his feet. He found something that made him happy, which was helping other people, and he found that in a psychiatric ward, which he actually admitted himself into. And there's so much in this movie to just take from it. The one thing I love, and it's one of those things you only properly notice unless you're really good and eagle-eyed, which I am not. You only properly notice after a few different viewings, and that is the amount of foreshadowing in it. It is ridiculous, the amount of foreshadowing, how there will be one comment and it's like, oh, that's either referenced later, or better still, something happens to which you're like, oh my god, you know, that relates to this, and it's so well constructed, so you don't really know what's going to happen next, and you don't know where they're going to go with everything. It is a beautiful movie. It's one of my favourites. Now, that's why I was a bit hesitant to do this review, because it is one of my favourite movies of all time. So, a little bit of bias may come in. Then I thought to myself, I'm reviewing movies from my point of view, so every review will be biased towards my opinion, so that's why I'm still doing it. And yeah, it's just beautiful. I'm a big fan of Robin Williams. I think he plays so many roles so well. And it's actually quite scary how close the life of Patch Adams is to Robin Williams. You know, with the trying to make other people happy, but turning to have suicidal thoughts and stuff. It's quite worrying. It probably impacts more now, because you probably connect with it a bit more after Robin Williams died, and it's just a lovely movie. It's one of those I always go back to. If I'm not sure what to watch, I'll always come back to it. If you're feeling happy, it's great at just making you laugh and keeping that smile on your face, and if you're not, it brings that smile back. I've spoken before about PMA and positive mental attitude and stuff, and this movie doesn't portray that, but the one thing it does portray that I've lived is do something that makes you happy. That's a very, it's a strong message in this movie, and it's a message that keeps coming up, really, and that's the message of do something that makes you happy, because you get something more out of life. It is a great message to send. You know, Patch Adams changed the hospital way. Patients were just referred to as patients, not by their names. Now a lot of hospitals, many of them, refer to you as your name. They connect with you, because that human connection is vital. It's also the fact that he uses humour to help improve the quality of life. And it's true. A lot of people that smile and laugh, their quality of life goes up. Now, as we found, a lot of people who seem very happy also aren't the happiest in the world. Robin Williams is a massive example of this. But one thing that kept him going was making other people happy and doing things that made him happy, because those human connections keep us going non-stop. And it's a message that is constantly going over and over and over and over again. And yes, it's in the midst of this wacky world of Patch Adams, who is nuts. You know, he treated patients by giving them a lot of their wants and dreams and their last hurrahs as such. That last feeling of, oh, this is what I used to do, I feel like I'm back in my youth, and that helps people rest. And there's a lot of stuff to do with, you know, the one line, and it's towards the end of the movie in this court scene, and it's like, if you treat a disease, you win, you lose. If you treat a patient, you win every single time. And that can be true for a lot of things. You know, the theme of this whole thing, of a lot of this movie, was don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. So you got to look beyond it. You know, and it's there's just so many funny moments you'll keep referring back to in your head. If you're anything like me, you will anyway, and you'll live a lot of, whenever things start going down, you'll think to yourself, what happened in this movie? Because there's so many takeaways, so many, and it really does, it makes you feel good on the inside. So the thing I want you to take away is do something that makes you happy. Do it. That's why I'm doing this. I love to entertain. I love to make others happy. That's what keeps me going. So do something like that. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. If it's reading, then read. If it's playing musical instruments, then play musical instruments. If it's being an absolute daredevil and jumping off buildings, one, please stay safe, but two, go out and do it. You know, other people have done that. And you'll find, especially when going through a lot of things, like I haven't been through, geez, I'm only 18, you know, I haven't been through a lot of my life. But there's a lot of moments where I've questioned whether I'm doing the right thing, whether I want to go down this path or whether I want to go down this path. And the thing I've realised is no one knows what they're doing. People may look like they know what they're doing, may know where their life is heading. No one does. But life is about how you tackle that. Do you go straight for the problem and just hit a brick wall? Or do you try and find the solution beyond the problem? Do you try and keep moving forward? Or do you just face the facts that, oh, I can't do anything more? Because you've got to keep on going. You've got to keep pushing yourself. Because as humans, we're never satisfied. Big businessmen, they're never satisfied. There's so much more they want to do. So go out there and do it. Obviously with lockdown and stuff you probably can't right now. You can't go out and do all of these things. But what if I told you you could? You could go out and do it. Yes, you can't physically, but a lot of people in life around the world, and if you're watching this, you have internet. You can research things you want to do, no matter how ridiculous it sounds. You know, to my family, me doing this is ridiculous, but it is not stopping me from doing it. Why? Because I love doing this. So for me, all I want you guys to do is go out and do something that makes you happy. Research it now. You've got so much time on your hands to research and find out what it is you want to do with your life from now. Where do you want to go? So find it and do that. And that is what I want you to take away. Not just from this movie, but from this video. Go out there, do something that makes you happy, connect with others as well, because right now we all need it. So, if you've got anything to tell me, put it down in the comments below. Did this video maybe help you trigger something and go out and do something? If you've seen this movie before, tell me what you thought about it. You know, did you like it as much as I do? And please hit that like button. Tell me that you like these videos, because if I know, then I can do more of this sort of stuff. I know what's working then. And if you want to keep up to date with everything, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Tell me that you like what I'm doing and keep up to date with everything that I'm doing, rather than having to click in that search bar and find my name. Just hit that subscribe button that's in your sub box already. So yeah, I would like to thank every one of you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!